And we want to get this guy off. And but maybe we don't want to lift it over top of you guys here. So
do we want to have these people get out first before we untie it so it doesn't roll off? It's going to have to come from Delta. What do you got?
Oh, the map come from the bow. It's one long line. I'm sorry?
You want
me to hold it for you?
No. It's actually good.
Okay. Well, you could do curls with it. There you go.
Get the wedding we can put around it.
Oh, that chain. How about that thing? That's it. Hey, Sean. Let's go. It's okay. We'll stay with you. I can pick you right up. Yes, ma'am. Two. Hey, Brandon.
Just got there.
These are male high school students, and we're delivering a 16 by 32 foot map of watersheds of Kentucky.
That's what that is?
To their exhibit.
Yeah, but I think
And it's christening down on the waterfront. And they said, to our rivers, to the voyagers of today. Come on inside. We just want to take a peek in here and then go paddle. Should we put this on the edge? Come on in here and we'll just take a peek at this nice little center here. Bottom line is, this was built by the Army Corps of Engineers. And Darren, so why don't you just give a 2-second commercial, 2 minutes.
Okay, well this pump station protects the Beargrass Creek watershed from flooding. When the river gets above 24.6 on the upper gauge, today it's around 15 foot, so it's going to raise about 10 more foot before this station goes into service. When this station goes into service, there are 8 pumps in this facility. Each pump pumps approximately 300,000 gallons a minute. It's a lot of water. This total station capacity is about 2.1 million gallons a minute. During this recent flooding event, we had 6 of the 8 pumps running during the event at one time. So we were about 1.8 million gallons a minute. So if this station were to fail, it could mean potential flooding upstream. So it's very important for this station to operate properly. We have dual feed electric. That's one of the reasons why we have the redundancy. If LG&E loses one feed, we can switch to the other feed and hopefully keep the station operational. So during this last flooding event, the station ran great and we prevented a lot of flooding.
And this will be open on the hike, bike, and paddle for people who paddle on up or hike up here and to sort of tour all this. And what you brought up was an exhibit from the Kentucky State Fair that was last shown about a month ago in the governor's office in the Capitol Rotunda about the state's biodiversity. Like for an example, this one here is called Urban and Suburban Stream Habitats. And so what the theme of the State Fair was sort of thinking through what are some of the threats to our urban waterways and what can we as people do about it. There's also a whole series of different posters on all the animals, all the crayfish, all the fish, you know, and all the birds. So each one of them has a separate little poster like this. And then they also feature natural areas like this guy, oops, right around here is called from the Green River. So they sort of have, so what we did was we picked out about what I like to call reference streams. So as we try to think about cleaning up Beargrass Creek, what should be our model? And so I like the Green River because it happens to be one of the most biodiverse rivers in the world, actually, right down by Mammoth Cave. And so we're going to have these posters, and the big map that you carried in was the 16 by 32 foot floor map of the watersheds of Kentucky. So we're going to slowly figure out where that goes. It probably won't fit between these pumps, so it might be out on the parking lot. It might be down where we just carried it from. Anything? Hey, Darren, you want us just leave these here? You want us to lean against the walls over there?
No, we can take care of it later.
Okay.
That way we don't use a lot of time.
Okay. Okay, let's go.
Let's hop in the boat. You're doing good. We'll slow it down.
I'm Angela Page, and I am an environmental science teacher and advanced placement environmental science teacher at Male High School. 5 years ago, I was approached by Jefferson Memorial Forest at one of the environmental education meetings for the city of Louisville, and Tanya Swan approached me with this crazy idea of kind of helping restore the area of Beargrass Creek with some of my kids. And 5 years ago, we started that project of getting it cleaned up, and it's just in my heart now, and I have to continue doing this work. We've been doing a lot of work. Our first phase was to clean out invasive species and research how what type of native plants would grow there, and we've planted those plants in the second phase. In the third phase, we continued planting, and we've also been working on down by Jim Porter's, an area that was a natural wetland, and we planted plants down there. We've been doing water testing and soil testing for, I guess, about 4 years now, and we're seeing a lot of pollution that's being taken up from those plants. So it's really, really positive results that we're getting from our work. The kids are getting a real life, real world, hands-on, intense, dirty experience that I think builds pride to them and in their community, and I think it's something that they're going to live with for the rest of their lives. It's teaching them where the pollution goes. It's teaching those kids, to just be good citizens, and that one person can't make a difference.
What got footage you guys? Roy and they when they get back. There's a couple cool things. Okay. So if you got the chainsaw, then behind the blue shirt, the boys can get on there and they can play all day and go the most unusual piece of trash.
How about the group that collects the most trash?
Okay, the group that collects the most trash.
Doesn't have to carry either boat.
Doesn't have to carry either boat.
And we get carried up in the boat.
Watch out, we beat your butt coming up here, so we're competitive up here. You got any trash coming down? Let's go.
We need to let them go.
You're holding you be holding it when you get in, and when they go back, or throw back to in. Throw that trash back down? Yeah, we got a couple. I believe extras on that big boat. Hey, David. Okay, I put some on there. David, these maps. Why don't we leave them here with them?
Yeah.
Be upstairs. Okay. And I'll just get the bag from you at some time. Yeah. Okay, guys. Grab those two nets and hold them up for our picture. Hold straight up in the air. There we go. We're heading in. Okay, back right on. You can hold it. already got big muscles. Very nice.
Where they going to ride?
Sorry?
Where they going to ride?
They're going to ride all the way back down to the Ohio and turn and go down to the Louisville Rowing Club.
Oh, okay.